Imagine walking into your clinic on a Monday morning and feeling a subtle, persistent drain on your mental energy before the first patient is even seated. You see treatment rooms overflowing with mismatched materials, desks buried under administrative ballast, and a digital archive that feels more like a labyrinth than a resource for care. In the world of high-performance orthodontics, we have to recognize that this physical and digital chaos is far more than just an eyesore. It is a visible symptom of wasted potential. It is a direct drain on your professional focus, your clinical accuracy, and ultimately, your outcomes. To reclaim that focus and lead your practice toward true, scalable growth, we must implement a structured approach to organizational excellence that goes far beyond simple tidying. We use the 5S method, a lean framework designed specifically to strip away the friction that prevents you from reaching your highest potential as both a clinician and a leader. The first step in this transformation is a process we call sorting, or seiri. This is a ruthless, high-level audit of every single resource you currently employ. As orthodontists, we have a professional tendency to accumulate. We attend a weekend course, we buy a new bracket system, we try a different arch wire because of a convincing rep. Before you know it, you are managing materials from a dozen different manufacturers, which is a primary source of systemic waste and inventory confusion. To achieve true practice efficiency, you must commit to a core system. You do not need 10 different arch forms for every rare outlier that walks through your door. This sorting also applies to your data and your decision-making. Archive your physical models digitally to liberate your floor space and focus your cephalometric analysis only on the specific values that actually influence your treatment plan. Even your patient list requires sorting. Identifying the non-compliant or consistently difficult cases allows you to pour your finite energy into the patients who truly value your expertise, rather than wasting it on those who don't. Once you have sorted your tools and eliminated the unnecessary, you must systematize, or seiton. This is about creating an order that facilitates a high-velocity flow. In a high-performing clinic, every drawer at every treatment chair must be stocked identically, with 0 exceptions. This allows for what I call the blind reach standard. You and your assistants should be able to reach for a pair of Weingart pliers, a specific arch wire, or a bonding agent without ever taking your eyes off the patient in front of you. This level of uniformity removes the cognitive load of searching and allows your team to transition between bays with 0 hesitation. We even systematize our clinical decisions using diagnostic buckets, like the ABCDE system, to make treatment planning fast, predictable, and safely delegable. When your environment is organized for speed and your mental pathways are clear, your talent can finally move at the pace of your clinical ambition. The third pillar of this framework is cleaning, or seiso. But in the lean context, this refers to far more than just basic sterilization. It is about total equipment readiness and, crucially, mental hygiene. If a curing light fails or a chair motor hitches during a busy afternoon, it creates a fire that disrupts your entire schedule and stresses your staff. We treat maintenance as a proactive leadership strategy to ensure the practice never stops moving. This cleaning also applies to your internal communication protocols. By using digital systems strictly for work-related needs and clarifying clinical questions immediately, rather than letting them sit for a day, you prevent the administrative clutter that leads to confusion and burnout. You stop letting questions accumulate and start making decisions in real time, preventing the waste of waiting and keeping the momentum of the practice moving forward. By implementing these first 3 stages of the 5S framework, sorting, systematizing, and cleaning, you are building the physical and mental foundation for an elite practice. You are removing the thousands of tiny distractions that lead to professional exhaustion and creating a space where your clinical skill is supported by operational brilliance. This is the path to a stress-reduced, high-margin clinic that can scale without losing its precision or its soul. It is about engineering a workspace that reflects the high standard of care you provide, ensuring that every movement made by you and your team adds direct value to the patient journey. When you clear the path, you finally have the room to grow. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.